So I want to speak a bit on the future of media in the context of the women. So, and I'd like to start with a personal story. I know we've not had a lot of stories this morning. So I became a mother of two in 2 years. This was during COVID. So that tells you that the lockdowns and the curfews, they did me some justice. And if that is not enough, my daughter arrived in January 2020, and in July 2021, I was welcoming my son. So that was pretty fast. So, incidentally, this is still the time that my career hit its peak at Nation Media Group. I had been in this industry for 10 years, and you can imagine COVID, and you're at the peak of your career. So we didn't know what the future held for us. So we had to move from working from the office to working from home, which was quite a shift, and it was quite dramatic, and it was quite unwelcome to most of us. So I'd like to take a moment and ask you to imagine a world where women can comfortably work from spaces they feel safe. Like, for instance, working from home. And I don't mean to say home is really safe, but at least it's more accommodating to the needs of women compared to exposing them in public spaces. So just like me, during COVID, technology really played a big part in advancing my career. Remember, I was at the peak of my career. And so technology really made it easy for me because I was able to connect to the office and still work from home. So I'd like to first start by talking about what blockchain, virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and YouTube has done for women. Women are increasingly taking up these spaces because they're able to create more content and distribute it, but also they're able to break barriers of subjectivity, biases, and stereotypes that are usually put out there by gatekeepers that often disadvantage women. Women are also taking up the airwaves, especially the community media. And the most interesting part about this is I find that women are bold enough to work in spaces where it's perceived to be not very friendly to women. Case in point is a community media based in Central African Republic, that is Radio Ndeke Luka, where women are able to speak about issues that are affecting their lives in an environment which is quite unfriendly to women. Another example is Dada Radio, which is all women-led, and it is working in Nyanza, which is quite patriarchal. Now, Bilan Media is also another women-led media outlet that is operating in Somalia, an environment that is perceived to be one of the most dangerous places to be a journalist. So, even as women redefine journalism, podcasts, I can say, is a game changer as more and more women utilize this platform to speak to topics that they are very passionate about. We know of podcasts like the Legally Clueless by Adele Onyango, who is a journalist, and the Digital Dada podcast, which is being led by a woman speaking about safety of women on the online space. Now, another way women are utilizing the emerging technology is by the use of mobile journalism. And what we have seen of late is that women are using these platforms to move hashtags into action. Case in point is the Me Too hashtag that started from a local area and it spread all over the world. And also the Bring Back Our Girls that was in Nigeria. And most recently in Kenya, the End Femicide campaign that brought, the town to a standstill. So as I end, I'd like to say this. A lot is changing. I want to leave you with a question. Are you ready for the evolution? Thank you very much.